What's up, guys? Okay, so sorry I'm running a little bit late today. Today's my daughter's first day of summer vacation. It's the first weekday she doesn't have school, and so I'm running a little bit slow this morning. I'm still kind of building my watch list, and so if you guys could tell me anything that you like this morning, I'll try to look at it and see what I like. I'm looking at maybe for a potential short, but that's all I have right now. I don't know if it's summer, and so nothing's really moving right now. But when I glanced at stockmarketwatch.com, I didn't see anything that really looked good. SESN is down some. Let me see. Um, AMD looks interesting. CRON looks interesting as well. Let's see what else. But man, my son woke up at like 5:30 this morning, and then once I woke up at like, we put him back to bed, but once we woke up at like 7, he just did not stop crying all morning. MYO Vaughn. Yeah, I want to see a little bit more volume with it. Maybe in a few days it looks good, like you said. All right, so AGMH gapping up some. Probably is not tradable on TradeNet, I'm assuming. It is tradable, AGMH. All right, so I'll watch AGMH. Looks like a low floater. CNET. CNET small gap. You can see CNET here. Not my favorite. Needs a little bit more volume. DGOY, small gap as well. I think summer's finally here, guys. VSAR, VSAR. High float stock moving some. I'll keep an eye on that one. CODX maybe, AXON. I mean, PBR. PBR looks okay. AKER is gapping up some. PTN. PSTI. Looks halfway interesting. DGOY. Alright, PSTI is another one I'm watching. Alright, so I kind of have a little bit of a watch list built. I wouldn't say it's a great day for watch lists. For big gapping stocks, if you know me, you know my favorite setup is shorting overextended gaps at the open. And the closest I really have to that is CRON. Nothing else is really extended. I mean, maybe AGMH, the volume's just not there, though. VKTX. VKTX is down about 50 cents in pre-market. I'll watch it though, maybe think about it. I mean, this one's definitely overextended. So I may look at this one for a short. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I have my watch list. NKTR. Yeah, NKTR is tanking so far in pre-market. Man, it's down from 92 all the way down to 62. So a huge drop. Yeah, I like that one. I'll go ahead and create my watch list here. Alright, so this is my watch list thus far. I wouldn't say it's a great watch list this morning. Hopefully we get some better movers once the open happens. That's ultimately what I'm looking forward to. And so we'll see. But let's look up the news on these stocks and see why some of these are moving. Like I said, hopefully I can find a little bit more action once the open happens. Because as of now, I mean, it's just really slow. It kind of coincides perfectly with the first day of summer for a lot of kids because summer's slow in the market. And alright, sorry, I'm just tweeting out my watch list like I do every morning, and I am about to post my watch list on Facebook. Hey Mitch, man, I'm just now seeing your message, Mitch, on Facebook. Sorry about that, bro. It's been a long weekend, man. Alright. Yeah, sorry, Mitch. I'm running a little late this morning, so I wasn't able to separate them. Yeah, let me know if you guys see anything else aside from my watch list. I just don't think most of these look... I mean, I don't think a lot of these look good. Let's check to see if they're tradable. CRON is, AMD is, AMGH, VKTX is, CNET is, NKTR is, AXON is, PTN's the first one that's not, PBR is, and PSTI is not. So 8 out of 10 stocks are tradable in TradeNet this morning. But man, I gotta find some other big movers. I'm surprised there's no... I mean, AMD looks good. I mean, it's a nice gap. It's a big gap relative to how much it usually moves up. But, you know, we don't really have any big parabolic gappers this morning like we usually do. It's kind of a bummer. That's usually my favorite stuff to trade off of. we'll see. I mean, there'll still be a few good entries, I'm sure, on some stocks, but as of now, I don't see too much I really like, unless I'm missing some stuff, which I could be. Let's see. There is TROV is a small gap. VSAR gapping up. AKER gapping up. MYSZ kind of gapping up. CNET gapping up. OCIP, PTN, VTVT, JNCE gapping down. Maybe look at this one for continuation short. I'm definitely going to watch CODX again as well. Alright, so yeah, let's look up the news on some of these. I'm actually starting my new TradeNet account today as well. Get started on this last one. So hopefully I can have a first green day with it. SNES. Yeah, AKER looks good. DDE looks okay as well. I'll watch DDE too. DDE is not tradable. That's a bummer. Yeah, I can't trade DGLY either. Alright, so let's look up the news on some of these. First one I'm looking at is Cron, CRON. And Cron really doesn't have anything that's out. I guess this was Friday. Alright, so the only thing that's really out on CRON is that consumer spending on the legal cannabis market projected to grow. And so spending is expected to grow in the legal cannabis market, and Cron's a cannabis stock. And so that's ultimately why it is up some. We'll see how that goes. You know, it's moved a lot the last few days. It's definitely a pump, but will depend on how it acts here. Interesting daily chart, especially if it breaks up over this 685 level, which it has already. I mean, wait, let's see. Especially if it breaks over the 720 level and holds, is what I should have said. That looks interesting. It got over there once in pre-market. All right, next one I'm looking at is AMD. All right, so AMD stock closed at 10-month high after analyst price hike and Cisco adoption. So AMD is starting to gain some ground on markets dominated by Intel. AMD stands for Advanced Micro Devices, and their shares went up to their highest price in 10 months on Friday after an analyst promoted his price target on chipmaker and Cisco Systems. And it was announced it was using AMD chips in line of servers that had previously used Intel. And so AMD having some good news. We'll see. It's not the strongest catalyst, I'd say, but it's good news, so we'll see what happens with AMD. Another one I'm looking at is VKTX. Alright, so the only thing that really going on is the price target. The analyst rating is raised for VKTX, but that's it. I don't know if there's any recent catalyst. The last real catalyst came out on May 9th, so almost a month ago. And VKTX is up a ton. It's been moving a huge amount the last few days. I'm hoping, maybe take advantage of a short here. Depends. Another one I'm looking at is AGMH. Alright, so the reason AGMH is up is because it says AGMH Group Holdings acquires asset managers excuse me, in Hong Kong, Cayman Islands. So AGMH said Saturday its own subsidiary AGM Tech has agreed to acquire a 75% equity interest in the asset management firm Sift Capital Partners for, I guess, Hong Kong dollar 6 million, which is 760,000 in cash. And that's ultimately why AGMH is gapping up. We'll see how this one can move. Hold on, my wife's calling me. Alright, sorry, I'm back. My son has like a little pool day, sprinkler day at his school, and so I gotta get his swimsuit ready in a second. But yeah, we'll see what happens with AGMH as well. It really needs some more volume for me to want to get into it. The next one I'm looking at is CNET. Let's see if I can pull this up. Not the best gap, but it's a small gap regardless. We'll see what happens with it. I'm expecting a few things to wake up once the open happens. Alright, so CNET Online Holdings launches the first blockchain-powered mobile application for intelligent marketing and advertising. And so that's why CNET's up. It's just a press release. We'll see if it continues to move or if it has some more volume. I'd really like to see some more volume with it if I'm going to be long biased. But if not, I could see it falling down and crashing. So we'll see. DDE is another one. I can't trade this one on TradeNet, but it looks interesting. DDE has no news out. The last thing that came out was on the 14th of May, so a few weeks ago. AXON. This one looks interesting. It's break even. I'm a little more long biased with this one, although it doesn't really have any news out. The last news that came out was on the 31st. JNCE is gapping down substantially. See if I can find out why JNCE is moving. Alright, so it's a lot of downgrades in the rating and the price target. I'm trying to find out why it's gapping down like this. I'm not sure why it's gapping down. The price target was raised. I'll have to look that one up in a second and try to figure out why. Another one I'm looking at is PBR. You can see PBR is actually looking decent. This is probably one of my biggest watches. It's moving the most. All right, so PBR named a new CEO, and it was cut to a hold from a buy by Societe Generale. I'm guessing that means General Society. And his predecessor resigned, and so they got a new CEO. I guess the outlook of the company is decent after they got a new CEO. That's why it's gapping up, I guess. Last one is CODX. And COX doesn't really have any news out on it today or this weekend. And so we'll see why this one moves. This one's been up a lot the last few days. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to grab my son's swimsuit. But yeah, that's what's moving this morning. I don't have a lot of confidence today in the market. It's really slow. And so, it's really slow. Let's see, SESN. I was looking at SESN when I kind of built a watch list yesterday. This one looks somewhat interesting. This is previously EBIO, SESN. But then, if you really want to be confused, there's also SNES, which is kind of pushing up some as well. And so we'll see. Maybe watch SESN here. It's technically gapping up from 52. And so we'll see how this one moves. Let me see. Let me look at the daily. Looks like a higher float stock. BLNK. That's right, for sure, Mitch. GEVO outsiders. Yeah, I hate to say it, but summer's here, guys. At least today. I mean, everything's just slow. Not really any huge gaps. Appreciate the sub, Bruce. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub, Logan. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Been on PTN since August. Very bright future. Yeah, PTN looks good. Unfortunately, I can't trade it on TradeNet. It was one of the only two that I couldn't trade this morning on TradeNet, so I was kind of bummed about that. Good morning, Rise. GEVO looks like a split. I'm assuming GEVO is a split just because it's up so much. It's got to be a split, I think. Yeah, it's a 1-to-20 reverse split, which is what it looked like. So yeah, I probably won't trade GEVO. I mean, it's gapping up a lot, but most of the time with splits, they don't move that much after splits. So we'll see. Still kind of looking around. Hopefully, could find some other stuff. ADOM kind of starting to creep up. It's at 155. The high of yesterday or Friday was at 156. Appreciate the sub, Dimitri. Appreciate it, man. ATIS looks interesting for a penny stock. I don't think I can trade this one though. AETI, ZOP, 5, SGYP. Yeah, there's not too much that I really like this morning, really. Nothing really looks that good. So I'm gonna keep an eye on CODX maybe for a breakdown here. Yeah, I mean these are my 4 biggest watches, but I'm not super happy about them to be honest. Good morning, Sean. What's up, man? I've been practicing some this weekend with Thinkorswim, so hopefully I can turn that around. Last week wasn't a bad week. VSAR is not tradable, man. ATIS is still pushing strong though, regardless of whether I can trade it or not. Lulu, a little bit more expensive of a stock, is moving. Penny stocks are kind of in play today. The higher up stocks aren't not as much. DGLY. Not tradable. MYSZ maybe. Yeah, I'll watch MYSZ. It doesn't look too bad either. And so yeah, I guess that's it for today. I mean, there's not much moving. It for my watch list, I mean. Ugh. Good morning, Ronald. CODX. Yeah, most of the time, like, it seems easy. I don't know if I'm ever going to try it, but if you look at these cheap penny stocks, a lot of the time, almost all the time actually, they end up failing. So if you look at CODX here, went up to 6, went all the way back down to 275, 250. I mean, it's popping back up now. It went up to 6 yesterday, basically. But most of the time, these big runners end up failing. Probably the same thing with VKTX. They might have a few big days, though. This one looks a little bit stronger of a chart, though. VKTX. So VKTX may be legitimate. It looks the chart looks good. I'm not saying it's not getting pumped up, but the chart looks good. CRON went up to 11, back down to 5. There's a lot of shorting opportunity with these big runners, these low float runners, but you never know when they're done getting pumped up, so it's always inherently risky. Kind of watching JNCE here. Maybe for a short under 875 if it drops down and starts to continue to fall here. Maybe looking at that. Watching CNET as well. I'd like to see some more volume with that one though. Let's see what the overall market's looking like today. The SPY is up. Last 2 days it's gapping up twice. Ran Friday some. We'll see what it does today. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Ross he took a huge loss, a $16,000 loss. Although I do respect Ross for putting his losses out there, you know. Yeah, that's why you can't just follow his trades, though, Mitch. I'm not saying you were. I know you didn't, but I'm saying everybody else in his chat. That's why they can't just follow his trades. You know, you're never going to be successful if you're just trying to copy another trader. It's never going to work, you know. But Ross is a good trader, I think. AEIT. Yeah, AETI is not tradable on trade now, unfortunately. CODX. Yeah, I mean, it bounced off a 4. That's going to be an interesting level to watch with it. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes. Kron breaking under the whole dollar of 7. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little sniffly today. I think I have a cold. Nice, Mitch L. Good job, bro. Nice trade, man. CUR. CUR doesn't look bad. I mean, it needs some more volume, but I kind of like the gap. And CUR is tradable, so I'll probably watch this one too. Yeah, for sure, Mitch. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna stick to what I know, which is shorting low if the day breaks. I'm not gonna try to jump in a long setup. Most likely, it's most likely gonna be a short today, um, and so we'll see how it goes. Gonna try to stick to my plan, you know. Got a little bit of time left until the open, about 3 minutes, guys. So good luck, everybody, today. Last week was a good week. 3 out of 4 days profitable. So 75% win rate last week. Hopefully I can use that momentum to do better this week. That's right, Joshua. Good morning, James. What's up, man? VKTX keeps falling. I mean, this one's down 50 cents or so from where it closed. Big range in that one. 2 minutes, guys. JNCE getting awful close to that low of the day at 875 as well. What's up, Bruce? All right, guys, market opens up in about a minute and a half. We got about 1 minute. Keeping an eye on AMD. I mean, it's a higher float stock, but it had a nice move in pre-market. A lot of volume with this one, so we'll see how AMD acts as well. We got about 25 seconds, guys. Watching CRON pretty closely here. It's right around where it closed at 684, so this was the closing price right here. So that's kind of a big support and resistance level I'm watching, is the 684 closing price for CRON. I think, yeah, CRON should be tradable. Yeah, I can trade CRON. Alright, here's the open, guys. Alright, AMD pulling back some. VKTX dropping big. AETI having a big volume spike. AETI. I don't think I can trade AETI on TradeNet, but it looks interesting. JNCE might be breaking under these lows here. The low of pre-market. Yep, it just broke. JNCE just broke under the lows. CRON starting to bounce back. We'll see how it acts at this VWAP area. It just broke it, which was at 7. Up to 709. But yeah, AETI is probably the biggest mover I see thus far. It's up from $1 to $1.40, $1.44. So it's up about 33% right now, up to 154. Big move on AETI. MYSZ dropping, JNCE dropping. Good morning, Bess. Good morning, T-Dot. All right, so CRON dropping some, pulling back down, touching the whole dollar. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go grab something from my wife. AMD washing out pretty strong here. Yeah, ATI's halted already, which is crazy. Had a really huge push at the open this morning. Keeping an eye on CRON. That's one of my biggest kind of intriguing stocks this morning. PBR is another interesting one here. It pulled all the way up to 11 and then bounced off. Have a big upwick over that. MYSZ may be reversing here. But man, look at EBIO, which is SESN. Look at this drop. Scary drop. Very scary drop on SESN. VKTX reversing here. Wash out long on VKTX. GEVO's tanking some after that reverse split. CRON up to 708. There's a bounce on SESN. RGSE. Yeah, RGSE looks good. And RGSE is tradable. Maybe too late. All right, CODX continues to bounce off of 4. If it breaks under there, it looks interesting. Yeah, RGSE moving nicely here. It's testing the VWAP now. You know, I'm short biased though, so I'm just going to stick to my short plans with it. I don't want to get involved with something I'm not used to quite yet, so I'm just going to wait for a good short setup. Watching CRON bounce off of 7. BKYI Mitch. Yeah, look at BKYI. Huge runner. It's not tradable. I didn't think it would be. But it's moving a lot if you can trade it. BKYI. Here goes CRON here. This is one I'm definitely watching. Its closing price was $6.84. So maybe if it breaks under that closing price, I'll get involved with the CRON. But until then, I mean, if not, I just don't think there's enough to profit. I think it'll bounce at that closing price. Too strong of support. MYSZ continues to fall down. Looks somewhat interesting here. Closing price is 117. We'll see if we can get under that. Yeah, BKYI is not tradable on Ustock or on a TradeNet, Mitch. That's the only frustrating thing. But man, look at the move. This thing is up from 230s to 350, 360s, breaking the high of the day here. Really strong move on BKYI. Here's a pullback on it. Yeah, BKYI is running huge. That's rough, Ronald. Yeah, Robinhood, that'll happen every now and then for Robinhood. It'll go down. I mean, it's a free broker. I'm not complaining about it, but stuff like that's going to happen every now and then with it. SOGO is running up big. Man, look at this drop on BKYI. Really, really sketchy. Look at that, man. Super sketchy. This is a dollar drop. This thing dropped $1 in 2 seconds. You know, so if you bought 1,000 shares, man, that's an account killing drop right here. You can see this is the type of drop that kills accounts. Very sketchy. MEIP starting to break out some. Breaking 369. Need some more volume though. Yeah, I'm a short bias trader. I don't see too much I like really. CODX or CRON is going sideways here. AXON maybe for a long setup. It's bouncing off a 2. Very small range in it though. We'll see. RGSE. The only one I'm really watching is CRON. See if we can get under that 684 closing price. BILI here. Breaking over the high of the day. And AXON maybe getting some feet here. Maybe I'm watching JNCE under this low of the day here. Watching PBR here under this low of the day break as well. Keeping an eye on CRON. It's been going sideways, so whenever it breaks one direction, it may look good. We'll see. PVTL breaking the highs of the day. CHNR maybe breaking the high of the day here. CHNR. Alright, I may jump in a small position on JNCE and look to add. If it continues to go my way here. Alright, so there goes CRON. You know, like I said, this 684 closing price is the price I'm really watching for CRON here. I think it's going to pull back some first, though. Alright, so there goes the break under that closing price. I need it to pull back some here. If it drops too quickly, there's no way I'm messing with it. CRON down to 677. Drop happened maybe a little bit too quick with CRON. Still waiting for a bounce here. See if it holds this area as resistance, but if it breaks it, I'll get out. But trying to give it some time. CODX, Mitch. All right, so there's a pop in JNCE. Or no, in Cron. Alright, so I jumped in with 30 shares on CRON. See if it can continue to fall here. You know, it broke under the closing price, and so I have a very obvious risk area. Hopefully it will continue falling and work for me, but we'll see. Took a small starter position just to kind of test it out a little bit. See how it wants to act. See how well that closing price holds as resistance. If not, I can just jump out for a tiny loss. Yeah, we'll see if CODX can eventually get back down to 4. That's what I'm watching for today. I'll try to stream for a little bit longer today. Since it's Monday, Mondays usually have the best volume. I think I'll try to, from now on, stream a little bit longer on Mondays. Alright, so there goes CODX falling down some. See if we can get it down to here. I'll add if it gets down to this 674 level. BL and K. Yeah, I want to see some more volume with BO and K. Or BL and K. ADOM, nice push. Good call. AMD. Man, AMD rebounded all the way here. Crazy. Alright, there goes JNCE. I was looking at this one for a short under this low at 828. It's at 823 now. We'll see how that works. Alright, so JNC continued to fall there. I guess I could have taken advantage of that short. Another one I'm looking at is PBR here. You know, preferably I'd like PBR to get underneath this low and then continue falling here. AMD pushing up at, trying maybe see if we can break this 1491 pre-market high. Gonna give it some time to do that. Just trying to take it slow here, see if some of these can work out for me. There goes AMD breaking that pre-market high. See if CRON can start to squeeze some of these longs out of there. If it breaks this low here, it's what I'm looking for. See if it can start squeezing some of those long plays out. AETI halted again. Man. That's weird. This is a weird halt right here because it's not like, I mean, it was a big move relative to the price of the stock. But it's not like it broke the high of the day and had some crazy move. I mean, that's an interesting place to halt it. I'm curious to see where it resumes at. Maybe I should have taken this JNCE short. This is when I was watching at 827. It's down to 804. Would have been a nice trade. And PBR starting to get close to that low. JNCE testing 8 now. Yeah, this would have been a nice short. Sometimes I think I should be a little bit more active when I see my patterns working like this, but gotta take it slow. PBR bouncing off these lows here at the low of the day at 1067. with Kron, the bid and the ask are starting to set up. CODX, Mitch. Yeah, I hope it works out for you. Looks decent. If you can drop under that 440 level. Big bounce up on CRON. If it starts to run here, I'm just going to get out. Kind of a little bit of FOMO here with my JNCA or JNCE trade. Kind of wish I would have gotten in this one where I wanted to at 828 low. Especially it pushed up, held this previous area as resistance. That's always what I want to see. So a little bummed out I didn't take advantage of that one. Really nice move on the downside. Especially since CRON is going against me now. Would have been made 50-cent gain on that trade, so kind of bummed out about that one. Appreciate the sub, Marvin. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. This would have been a lovely short, man. JNCE. Ugh, I called that one out, man. Said I was looking at it under 829 low. And this thing just tanked once it broke under there. And this is when I'm going to get out of Kron. I guess I'll let it test that 690 level since I'm right there, but that's kind of where I'm watching this level. Appreciate the sub, Justin. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Here's a small pullback up on JNCE. I don't know if I want to short it here though. It's down so much already, but it's starting to creep down. Maybe break under 776. All right, Tiny. See ya. Have a good day. Appreciate the sub, Patrick. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. AETI. Man, it went up to 2, but man. Yeah, this thing is a mess, man. The volume's big on it, but very hard to trade. I mean, it's bouncing off of that VWAP area, you know, consistently. But we'll see what it does here. JNCE testing this low here again. Appreciate the sub, Anthony. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs, guys. Man, AETI getting halted on this big drop as well. Who knows what this thing's going to do? I'm not touching it. Just a little bit too scary for me to want to toy with. AXON here looks somewhat interesting. Starting to crack under these lows. It's got a lot of support at 187, and so that's kind of the level I'm watching. Right around this 186 level right here, these 2 points. Appreciate the sub, MedHat. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. There's the big drop on JNCE, man. Ugh. Some FOMO kicking in here for this one. Called this one out, said I was looking at it to short under 827, and this thing just tanked all the way down to 750. So would have been a beautiful short. Unfortunately, I didn't take advantage of it, but would have been a nice short. My pattern was correct. What's up, Ant? Man, subs are coming today. Appreciate the sub, Dwayne. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs, guys. Oh yeah, Scott, it's super sketchy, bro. 4 halts in 30 minutes. Definitely not touching that thing, man. Just a little bit too risky for me. A little too scary for me to want to toy with. Alright, so let's see if CRON can make this drop. I'm still holding a small sizing with it. It was just a feeler trade. CODX. Yeah, let's see if we can hold onto that VWAP area for you, Mitch. Yeah, no worries, Dwayne. Appreciate it, man. I know, Patrick, man. Why you gotta make me feel so bad about it, bro? No, I'm just messing with you, man. Hey, I'm glad that trade idea worked. Yeah, I mean, it was very obvious at that 827 level, man. That low of the day, 827 level, it breaks under there, and that thing just tanked. So, hey, I'm glad somebody took advantage of that trade idea. Nice trade, bro. Yeah, my dumb self just started focusing on CRON instead of JNCE, where JNCE was definitely the play here. Look at this drop. Under 827, low of the day crack, and this thing just tanked down to 750. Another interesting one is SESN here. Now this one's a little bit more scary just because it's been acting too crazy today. But look at this move under these lows here. Under 225, it's down to 215. It's been a little too crazy for me though to toy with. Wait, what happened with CRON? Am I still holding shares of CRON? What happened? What? Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on with CRON here. What? I mean, this was the trade I was watching. Everybody saw me get into the CRON, right? What happened? Did anybody see me exit out of this trade? It exited me out right where the closing price was. What? What is going on, man? Did anybody see that? I was holding shares of this. I never exited the position. I mean, I guess I'll get in here, but I was already holding shares at a better entry. What the heck, man? Alright, did anybody see that? Did anybody notice that? Because that was very strange. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I would be up right now. That's weird, man. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I was holding a position on CRON. My position just disappeared. You know, now it's going to be, if it's a losing trade, I got to talk to TradeNet about that. You know, I'm going to go back and watch the stream, but I didn't set a stop loss or anything for this trade. And it just it went against me. I mean, it just exited the position for me, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why. It's odd. Yeah, well, it was. It's weird. Like, this is a new account, and so it just automatically exited the trade for break even. I don't know what's going on with it. Very weird. I don't know what happened. You know, my entry was like 679. And like once it touched 679, it just exited the trade. I would be up some now, way more than I am in this current position. And I think I just jumped in this because I'm aggravated, because I would have been holding it at 678. So I would be up a few cents already. Appreciate it, TJ. Yeah, do that, man. I didn't exit it, I don't think. Weird. Very strange that it just kind of exited the position for me without even, I didn't even do anything. I mean, maybe it'll still work out, but I'm not as confident in CRON now, just because that's some weirdness going on. I mean, at least it's letting me jump in positions, but it just automatically like restarted my account. Very strange. CHCI. I'm just going to look back. If it charges me commissions for that, I'm going to have to talk to TradeNet. It's very weird. I don't know what happened. Yeah, CHCI is starting to break out though, guys. Now I'm kind of weirded out by this. I don't know what happened. Did it do it again? Look, it automatically exited me out of this one too. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, good. I was about to freak out, man. Hey, your CODX trade's looking good though, Mitch. Just weirdness. I don't know what's going on with TradeNet. See, I already did that, T Dot. I already refreshed it and everything. After the first time it did it, I refreshed it. I'm a little nervous now, to be honest. I don't know what's going to go on with it. PBR is another one I was looking at. Let's see. Might be a smart move, Mitch. I'm just aggravated because this would have been like I would have been up a little bit on this trade thus far on CRON. You know, my entry was 678, and so I would have been up 8 cents by now. And so the fact that it did that kind of crazy, I don't know. Oh yeah, Atheon, I got a new phone number, bro. So message me your phone number because I got a new phone number. I was waiting for you to join the stream so I could tell you that. But yeah, if you still have my number, it's the same number. I just got a new phone, so I don't have your contact info. Atheon. AVXL. What's up, James? Happy Monday, bro. AVXL. No, I missed AVXL as well. I mean, I've been kind of focusing on this weirdness that TradeNet's been doing. It's kind of the make or break level with CRON. We'll see what it does here. Appreciate the sub, Shirley. Welcome. Appreciate it. What's weird though is that I restarted my TradeNet account already this morning. Like from after that weirdness that happened a few weeks ago, I just started restarting my account every morning. And it still did that. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I accidentally clicked sell or buy to cover, but I don't think I did. Maybe I did, who knows. NKTR. Man, NKTR is tanking big here. I'm also steady watching PBR. There's a big spike in CRON. I'm going to cover quickly here if it holds over 676. See, this is the frustrating thing. I would be able to get out right now for a break-even trade if my initial position would have just stayed. And for some reason, it just exited me out. Weird, man. Very strange. All right, I'm going to let CRON test that closing price at 683. But yeah, that's definitely a frustrating aspect of it. BLNK. Yeah, that was a good trade though, Mitch. Nice short, bro. But yeah, Mitch, nice trade, bro. Good trade, dude. I like that short. You can see it had some support here. A lot of support. And then it bounced right off of that support level and continued falling here. PBR couldn't hold that previous low as resistance, and so I'm done with this one. I'm not going to jump in this one. The biggest thing I got to do is I got to pay attention tomorrow. Since this is a brand new account, I want to make sure they didn't charge me commissions for that first trade, unless I go back and see myself accidentally exit. So unless I do that, I got to make sure they didn't charge me commissions. If they did, I mean, I want my $3 back. Appreciate the sub, Nathaniel. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, JNCE was the FOMO play of the day. All right, Mitch. See you, man. Right, Eric. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you checking that out. Yeah, I don't think I clicked cover. That's the weird thing. I got to make sure they don't try to charge me commissions for that. Aside from this, which would have been a break even trade no matter what on CRON, I had to jump back in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't click cover or anything like that. I don't know what happened. It just got weird. You know, it just automatically exited the position right at the closing price. You know, so the closing price was, or the right at the break even price of that trade. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, man. It's kind of weird. But this would have been at least a break even trade if it wasn't for that weird thing that went on with TradeNet this morning. Nice, Salty. CODX here. Getting close to this low here at 4. So if it cracks under there, I may consider shorting it. Same thing with AXON. BLNK here. Breaking under the lows. Low volume though, but it may start tanking here, so I'm going to watch that. Now the volume's just low on CRON. It's just aggravating, you know. Like my entry was would have been break even on this trade thus far, and for some reason it just exited me out right at break even. At that 678 level is where it originally exited me, so very strange. But yeah, BLNK just tanking here. And you know, it's fine as long as they don't try to charge me commissions for a trade they made me exit. You know, luckily I have everything on video, but man, JNCE, oof, that's the FOMO play of the day right here. Look at JNCE. I called this short out at 827, way up here. Right here. At this middle line, I called this short out way up here. And it never looked back. Man. It's testing 7 now. Would have been up $1.27 if I would have held throughout that big move. It's doubtful I would have held throughout that whole move, but I could have surely taken a big chunk out of it. Nice, Mitch. Hey, good trade, bro. Yeah, CODX is kind of keeping me occupied now. I just don't want to get in more than one position at a time. Yeah, I'm sure they will, Salty. I mean, we'll see, but I'm sure they'll probably come up with some excuse. You know, luckily, like I said, I have it on video, though. I have every trade I make on video, so, but frustrating regardless. As long as they don't try to charge me twice the commissions, I'll be fine with it. I just don't know if CRON's going to drop anymore. I mean, it's got a lot of kind of room here. But we'll see. Yeah, no, hey, man, you're doing great, Mitch. Especially your first day with that account, bro. So nice trades, bro. Good job, dude. Sogo. Man, Sogo went on a big run today, too. Look at this move from 975 to 1093. So, yeah, nice move on Sogo there. I think CRON might be done, though. It's just choppy. Kind of going back and forth between 676 and 674. Let's hope it can break under here. Yeah, that's the smart way to be, Mitch. Once you have a profitable trade, you don't want to, you don't want to force anything. Like I would have, like JNCE is my FOMO trade of the day. Yeah, CHCI, if it breaks under those lows, looks interesting. But yeah, JNCE was my FOMO trade of the day. Called this one out to a T right before this breakdown at 827. And it just dropped all the way to 692. So definitely my FOMO trade of the day. Missed a lot with not getting into that trade. Waiting to see if CRON can continue this breakdown, but it's doubtful. The volume's just starting to get low. It's starting to get that time where everything kind of stops moving. Nice, Darren. Yeah, my father and my stepdad is Canadian. He's from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. I wish the U.S. would do it though, because I mean I have kids, but I'm never risk getting my kids taken away for it. But if it was legal, I probably would. I definitely don't have any judgments against it. Kingman, I think he's a good trader. I respect his honesty. I know he took a huge loss last week, a $16,000 loss in a day, and so I do respect the man's honesty. You know, respect the man for being real about his losses, which a lot of streamers are really not. You see a lot of streamers. A lot of streamers use paper trading software. You can even get paper trading software on TradeNet that looks exactly like the real thing, and I think a lot of streamers are doing that. I also think a lot of streamers only are telling you their wins. They don't show you their full account equity. And so, I think it's tough to find a real streamer that actually is honest with you about their wins and losses, because most of the time they're trying to sell you something like a mentorship program or whatever it is. And so the fact that Ross disclosed that $16,000 loss, I can definitely respect that. All right, so here's the big level here. I may add to this position if it breaks under these lows. Yeah, I love Canada. I lived in Canada for a few months. Um, I lived in Canada for about 7 months when I was 19. The gambling age in Canada is only 19, and so when I was 19, I would go up to Canada and stay with my mom and my stepdad for almost a year, 9 months or so, and go to the casinos when I was 19 and drink legally when I was 19, and did some other stuff too. But I love Canada. Really beautiful country. It's really cold up there though, which from being from Louisiana, I'm just not used to. Yeah, a lot of that's the biggest thing you got to be careful with. I've said it before, like uh followers of a lot of the followers of gurus, like the stock gurus, a lot of their followers, they're like they're like people that get talked into a multi-level marketing or pyramid scheme. They'll never admit that they may be getting taken advantage of. They'll never admit that. Instead, they'll defend them until death because it hurts too much to be honest with themselves about it, which is they're getting ripped off. And so you see a lot of that. If you say one bad thing about one guru, everybody will jump on your back and just defend them. No, they're really good, or whatever it is. And the best way I can describe it is, like I said, it's like followers of a pyramid scheme. It's too hard for them to accept that they're getting ripped off, and so they'll just give you all these different excuses or, whatever, why, you should follow them too. And it's, I think the best way to learn trading is just experience. ABAC. Yeah, ABAC looks okay. I want to see some more volume though. The volume's still relatively low. AXON here. Cracking under these lows. I think it's going to find some support here though. It's a little bit too late to chase. Oh yeah, for sure, Darren. That's a good idea. Appreciate that. Yeah, I guess CRON is like the alpha cannabis stock. AETA or AETI. Yeah, I mean, I'm not touching AETI. It's been too crazy today. SESN. Yeah, this one's been a little too crazy today, for sure. Amy, I just don't trust it. After this huge drop at the open, which is very, very kind of concerning, and it bounces all the way back, it's just too unpredictable right now. I agree, basically. Yeah, no worries, Patrick. Appreciate you coming watch, man. Glad somebody took advantage of that trade idea I had on JNCE. It was legit, man. Break under the low of the day after a big week gap down. So hey, I'm glad you made some money with it, bro. Appreciate you watching. Hope to see you back tomorrow, man. Yeah, I day trade live every weekday morning from 8:45 a.m. until about 10:15, 10:30. I'm streaming a little bit longer today because it's Monday. And usually the volume's a little bit better on Monday, although today I can't really say it's been that great. Yeah, ABAC up to 310. Oh, no worries, Atheon. Hey, Atheon, like I said, text me your number, man. I don't know if you did or not. I got a new phone, so I don't have your number in there. So text me your number, Atheon. BLNK. PBR. Looks interesting under this 1060 level, maybe down to 1050. Appreciate the sub, Ron. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, CRON and PBR are a very similar pattern here. I'm thinking maybe the SPY looks like this. Let's see. SPY kind of. I think a lot of stocks follow the SPY. Sogo. Yeah, we'll see if it bounces off of this VWAP at 1050. I'm trying to be as patient as I can with CRON, but the volume's just kind of getting pretty low here. Yeah, you can see how much everything really follows the SPY. Like if you look at PBR, the SPY, and CRON, and AXON, look how similar all of these stocks look. They all look very, very similar. So they're all kind of following the SPY, I would guess, except for maybe CRON. But PBR, the SPY, AXON, they all look the same. You mean from all the subs, Salty? Yeah, man, getting a lot of subs today. Nice, Brendan. Hey, good trade, bro. Do you watch the sector SPY charts too? No, I don't, Atheon. I probably should. Like I said, text me your number, man. I got a new phone. Explain to me how to get those pulled up again. All right, so here's the SPY dropping down some. Yeah, for sure, Salty. Hey, it's good to see, man. Yeah, the channel's been growing a lot, man. I'm definitely happy with the channel's growth. It's surprising. Like I haven't been able to put as many videos out on the weekends, just because I went out of town last weekend, and haven't really had the time to create weekend videos. Trying to be as patient as I can with CRON. Like I said, though, I don't know how confident I am in it anymore. We'll see. Yeah, no, Atheon, I still have the same number. I have a new phone. And so I still have the same number, but I don't have your contact information anymore, so I can't text you. So if you still have my number, send me a text so I have your number, is what I'm saying, Atheon. All right, so the SPY's sitting there trying to get over this 274.50 level. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. We'll see how much time. We'll see how it acts here. I'm looking for everything to bounce if it pushes up. There you go, Atheon. Appreciate it. Yeah, my phone died in New Orleans last weekend, and so I may have been drinking a little bit too much. Alright, so yeah, there's the SPY bounce, and you can see PBR bounce as well. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the stream going just so we can see what CRON does, but man, this thing, the volume has just came down a lot with this one. Alright, there's a pretty big bounce in the SPY. You can see PBR is following it here. It's up to 1070. Up to 64 cents in the SPY. Yeah, I just don't want to see a bounce like this on CRON like PBR here. Yeah, for sure, Atheon. That makes sense. Well, I'm sitting here patiently trying to wait for CRON to go the right way. Fahim AETI looking for a breakout over $2. Yeah, I'm just not messing with the AETI. It's been a little bit too shady this morning. So it's got halted 4 times in 30 minutes. Sogo. Yeah, Sogo came down, bounced off that VWAP level. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. I'll let you guys know what happens with CRON. I'll try to make a video review of the stream today. Also, I have to go back and see what happened with it automatically exiting me out of CRON. So we'll see how that works and see what happens with that. Appreciate the sub, Nicholas. Welcome in. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. Everybody go check out Mitch's channel. I know he's going to be streaming. So if you want to join another stream, go check out Mitch's channel. I'll post the link right here. I believe he'll be streaming his live TradeNet account today as well. So go check him out if you want to go to another stream. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll let you guys know how CRON turns out. It's just kind of moving too slowly here, so hopefully it goes in my direction. If not, I should be able to get out for a tiny loss. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Have a good one. And I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time at 8:45 a.m. market time. Appreciate all the subs today. I know I got a ton of new subs, so appreciate all the support, guys. And if you want to do me a favor and want to help support this stream, click the like button right now in this video. It definitely helps support it, so I appreciate it. If everybody could click the like button right now. And yeah, guys, like I said, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Have a good one, guys.